Listen. Ignorance is upon us in this society. Yesterday I watched a video of this girl huffing on a vape pen on a plane. Someone in the comments said, well, it's odorless, so why does it bother you? Hello, I'm an engineer. I tell people how to build airplanes. So airplanes have a very simple construct. You have aluminum, you have rivets, you have metal bond adhesion, you have a couple fancy computers, right? On board that aircraft are 3 combustible components. 2 of a liquid, so you have hydraulic fluid and jet fuel, and 1 of a gas, oxygen, right? Now, on this plane, you're pretty much in a pressurized tin can at 30,000 feet. So let's take your vape pen that has a lithium-ion battery inside of it. And what happens when that battery short circuits or overheats? It explodes. Do you know what comes with explosion? Fire. Right? So if you cause a fire in a pressurized tin can at 30,000 feet with 160 people on board, let's put it all together now. What's going to happen? You are going to blow 160 people at 30,000 feet to smithereens. So please, you and your busted ass lungs can wait until you get off the airplane. Stay blessed.
This is a question for someone from the TSA, and if you're not from the TSA, kindly keep scrolling. Why is security so intense at every single stage of the airport experience, except for baggage claim? It's like you need a special type of ID, then you're scanned head to toe, and then if you bring on a carry-on, that's gonna be scanned through a machine. But then when you have to go actually get your bag at the baggage claim, it's like, you can take whatever bag you want. Like, please, make it make sense. That is all. Carry on. Oh.
Hey, can someone explain this sexy passport picture trend to me? Because y'all look incredible, but you do not look like that at LaGuardia Airport at 7 a.m. You know what I mean? I'm just nervous that now your ID is going to be like, oh my God, gorgeous. And then in person, it's like, oh my God, Gollum. And it's just that disconnect. You know, when the ID is beauty and in person is beast, that's just going to be tough for them to match it. You know, they're not even going to believe it's the same person, frankly. And this is no hate. You should look ugly at the airport. That's what I believe. The problem is the pictures are too good. You know what I mean? Like the pictures are eating. And the problem is, but then you roll up in person and you also look like you've been eating because there's a stain on your Aritzia hoodie and then some crumbs stuck in a pimple patch. So I'm just trying to look out for y'all, you know, because I'm just nervous that you're going to roll up to Denver International Airport, right? ID, Bella Hadid with the face card. And then they look at you in person and it's more Benjamin Button with a messy bun. So.
All right, we're in Vegas. This is supposed to be the city that never sleeps, but there's like literally no one around here at all. And on all of our walks pretty much tonight, we've seen nobody. So, I don't know. Is Vegas slowly dying out? Look, no one's here.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.
Right, I stand here on a Tuesday night at 7:34 in front of Caesars Bellagio. And the numbers are down, guys. You know, it is Tuesday. You can see there's not a lot of foot traffic. This is a busy area of Vegas, this part of the Strip. It says, like, they think the numbers are down and the hotel occupancy is decreasing. Obviously, there's still a ton of people coming here, right? But overall, the numbers are down. And many reasons. It could be many reasons. You know, the resort fees are higher, the parking fees, the show fees went up a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not as budget friendly as it used to be. This used to be a great place to come. You could park anywhere for free, tip your valet driver if you want a valet. You had a great price on a room, which rooms are still fairly, you know what I'm saying, fairly well priced. But then the biggest thing is international tourism is down like quite a bit. So what are your thoughts? Are you going to be coming to Vegas? What is scaring you away from Vegas, if anything? Let me know in the comments. And let me know where you're from.
The British government has put out an advisory notice against visiting the United States right now. And we had some friends who were supposed to visit in April from England, and they just canceled their trip because they really are that concerned about coming here and what might happen to them if they might be whisked away to a random government facility for two weeks to a month with no explanation if something goes wrong with their paperwork, or if whoever is looking at their paperwork decides that they don't like the look of it. On a lot of the articles I'm seeing around all of this, there are a lot of comments that are like, well, if they just did their paperwork right, this wouldn't be a problem. But as someone who lived abroad for 8 to 9 years, as an immigrant, not even as a tourist, I can tell you I've been traveling in flux with visas, all sorts of different things. And I've never, ever had to be concerned whether or not I was going to be detained if my paperwork wasn't right. Like, that was never a thought in England. It was never a thought when I transferred from a student visa to a marriage visa, in between, not traveling, whatever. No, I traveled because I didn't have a fear that I was going to be basically kidnapped if someone didn't like the look of my paperwork, or if I made a mistake, or if something had gone wrong. I could have just gotten on a flight back to the US if I really needed to, or somewhere else. Nothing about this is normal. I also don't believe that all these cases of these people being detained by ICE, all these tourists, like, I don't think they did anything wrong, actually. So I went to Mexico recently, and I remembered actually in that process how specific they are with not losing particular pieces of paper and forms that they give you when you enter the country. And I've never lost those forms. But with all of the American tourism in Mexico, I cannot imagine that no one has ever lost that form. And do they just disappear tourists and hold them in detention centers if that were to happen, if a mistake with their paperwork happens? I don't think so, right? And it would be a huge outcry if that did happen. All the same commentators who are saying that if they didn't make a mistake, this wouldn't have happened to them, would be saying how messed up that is if it was the reverse. And it's not the reverse, right? So just a thought.
The U.S. is tracking a big drop in tourism from around the world. Take a look at this. Travel from Canada and Mexico was down double digits in March. We're also seeing fewer visitors from Western Europe, Central and South America, I should say.
Here in New York, tourism is also being hit big time, once again driven by negative sentiment toward the USA.
Stunning images of near-empty passenger planes are popping up on social media. These international flights have many tourists flying to the USA practically alone. Shauna Massengill flew from London to Chicago. Look, barely anyone on board.
There was nobody there. There was nobody in my row. It was really shocking. I've never been on a flight like that.
Something strange is happening in 2025. For decades, the United States stood tall as the dream destination, the land of skyscrapers, movie stars, and bucket list vacations. But this year, that dream is cracking. Global tourism is changing fast, and for the first time in a generation, the U.S. isn't on the winning side. In the past, travelers came not just for the views, but for what America represented. Freedom, innovation, opportunity, but now, concerned. People are second-guessing. They're skipping the Statue of Liberty, avoiding Times Square, choosing other destinations. Not because of distance or price, but because something deeper is shifting. In country after country, we're seeing the same pattern: hesitation. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady and growing. Business travel is stalling. Student exchanges are declining. Entire airline routes are quietly disappearing, and the data doesn't lie. In 2025, American tourism is no longer the safe bet it once was. According to the U.S. Travel Association's April snapshot, international visits have dropped significantly across key regions, including Western Europe. What's causing this? It's not one big moment. It's a combination of many. Let's talk about trust. Across Europe and Asia, travelers report rising concerns about U.S. immigration, long border waits, aggressive questioning, even racial profiling. National headlines are filled with stories of detentions and visa denials, even for professionals and students. These aren't rumors. They're real events, documented, shared, and amplified.
I've come to Vegas for many years, and recently Jacob's Life in Vegas announced that tourism was down 25% in Vegas. I think he's right. There's like nobody out here. Where'd all the Vegas people go?
Okay, y'all, I'm on my way back to the airport because I only came out here for a quick turnaround. You know, just to be with my baby. He's 21 in Vegas. So I just had to come. But like I was saying in that last post, Vegas is not the same post-pandemic that it was pre-pandemic. Like, you can really feel, I don't know, you can really feel that the economy is bad in America. Like, you can feel, I'm trying to catch the word and I can't think of the word right now, y'all, but you can feel that shit. And you can see it when you're on a strip. And like, it's been like that since I came last night. It was like, just like, you can drive the whole strip in like 5 minutes. And you know, usually it'd be traffic, it'd be all type of stuff. It's just like, you can feel I don't know, somebody give me the word, but you can feel that in places like Vegas, what's happening in America, around the country. Like, you can feel it. Vegas is really so dead, y'all. It do not pop like it used to pop. Look at how dead the strip is. And I know it's Sunday, but it's been like this all weekend. I just haven't been out here to video record it. But I'm telling you, pre-pandemic, Vegas is not the one anymore. I mean, post-pandemic. Post-pandemic, Vegas is not the one anymore. Like, I mean, you could feel that, y'all. You could feel that. But I'm on my way home now. Everybody's on their way home. Vegas was good. But yeah, I definitely gotta come back maybe in the summer, or somebody tell me, because y'all know I don't like Vegas, so I don't plan on coming back. Nah. But next time I do, I mean, but Vegas is Vegas, right? I'ma always come to Vegas. Like, there's no, come on now, you're gonna always come to Vegas. Vegas is Vegas. Unless Vegas loses touch and starts to be like, is it Atlantic City over there in New Jersey? How they were saying it went downhill or something. I don't know. Vegas might be on its way. Vegas might have ran its course. Y'all tell me what y'all think, but Vegas is not the same to me. And you know, I could be because I'm in my 40s, but I can remember being in my 20s and 30s coming to Vegas, no matter what the hell time of the year it was. Like, the strip was gonna pop. Like, you could walk the strip, ain't nothing popping on the strip. Nothing. Not.
Why is Vegas so empty right now? Let's talk about the fact that nobody is vacationing in Vegas right now. Mind you, when I go to Vegas, it's always crowded. It's always packed. The strip is crazy. There are videos around right now showing Vegas empty. Now, due to all the things that's been going on with the planes, I said I'm not going to Vegas this year. I usually go to Vegas every April. But I didn't think that Vegas would be looking like it looks right now. Matter of fact, look at this shit.
All right, we're in Vegas. This is supposed to be the city that never sleeps. But there's like literally no one around here at all.
It's empty.
And on all of our walks pretty much tonight, we've seen nobody. So, I don't know. Is Vegas slowly dying out?
Now, there could be for a number of reasons why Vegas look like this. But I want to know why you think Vegas is dying, because usually at this time, Vegas is jam-packed. People are partying. People are gambling. Things are going on out there. Like I said again, I go to Vegas at least twice a year. What's going on in Vegas that people aren't going to Vegas?
Vegas is losing tourism. I've been hearing about this everywhere, seeing this on my FYP, and I'm like, what are they talking about? I live here. The strip is literally right here. I can see it through my bedroom window. And I'm like, there's always people here. What do you mean tourism is down? But you know how I can confirm this? I just heard back from a huge job opportunity telling me that the job has been put on hold indefinitely because specifically lack of tourism. Like, I'm so grateful they gave me such a specific reason, and it's just crazy to me. Jobs are being cut, and it's true what the locals have been saying on my FYP here, that tourism is just done, and it's primarily because of like increased prices. I mean, I did just go to Tal Day Beach Club thing to see Zed. The drinks were $50 each. I don't know if that's a normal thing. always has been. I don't know, but $50 drinks, that's wild. That was like the cheapest one. Resort fees, hidden fees, just fees everywhere, and things being marked up. I guess that's why. But pretty bummed out. It was a job I was really looking forward to. I was actually one of the top candidates, so they're keeping me in mind if the job comes back. But now I'm like, how do I feel comfortable even taking the job now if the second things go down with tourism, you're cutting you're cutting off people? Like, where's the security in that? So now I'm just like stressed all around. We'll see.
Say in Austin, I'm so rude. I accidentally checked in the wrong bag and I didn't notice till I got to security. And I told the woman, first of all, there's like a clear screen, and I tell the lady, and I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be checked in. I cannot hear you, come over here. That was like in itself was like rude, but I was like, okay. And I explained to her, I'm like, that's supposed to be under the plane. I switched the bags. And she's like, here, I'll escort you. She escorts us. And she takes me through the TSA line, and she's like, go ahead and like switch your bag out. And whenever you come back, come through priority and we'll get you checked in. I said, okay, like, thank you. I go to check my bag, I switch them, and I come back. And I go through priority, and the guy scans my ID, and he's like, you're supposed to be in that line. And I was like, oh, okay. I go, oh, well, the girl over there in the jacket said to come through priority. And they turn around, and she goes, no. I said go through, like, normal TSA, whatever it's called. And then all the guys, TSA, just started laughing. They were literally laughing, and they were like, the girl in the jacket, and like making fun of me. And I was like, I just got quiet because I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like,
attention in the terminal, American Airlines flight 1291
and the girl like gets me in or whatever. I put all my stuff in my bin, and I walk through the machine, and they all start yelling, and they're like, ma'am. And the girl in the fucking jacket starts laughing, and she's like, oh my gosh, y'all are yelling at her so much. Like, fucking pick me ass bitch, like a fucking female in a group of men. Like, I was so upset. I go and I'm like, first of all, why couldn't they push it themselves? Like, I don't know if that's a rule, they can't touch it, but whatever, I went to go push it. And when they push it, they all start laughing, and they're like, I can have a fun trip. Like why are y'all being rude? I'm just a sensitive person, but that was just so mean. Like, I felt so embarrassed. I felt so stupid. I literally felt humiliated.
Are TSA agents not aware that airport security rules are slightly different at every airport? I say that because it feels like every time I go through airport security, they yell at me like I'm the dumbest dummy on earth. Like today I got so chewed out. I finally get to the front of the security line. I'm just minding my business, like putting things in bins, taking my shoes off, the usual. And I take my laptop out of my backpack and put it in the bin. I think we can all agree that that's the default. They're always like, laptops and large electronics out of your bags and into the bin. Well, this TSA agent flips out at me. He's like, why did you take that out? Keep everything in your bag. And I'm like, okay, like you never said that, and there's no sign anywhere. Like there's no way I would have known. Please forgive me. So I just grab it and put it back in my bag. I was like, okay, grumpy. And then a girl literally 2 stations down from me got yelled at in the same way. He's like, put it back in your bag. I just really genuinely wonder if TSA agents are aware that the rules differ by airport. Like I think it's the technology. I think some airports just have more advanced technology than others. And I get that being a TSA agent must suck. Like you're always yelling at people, barking orders, and people are always doing things wrong. Like it's probably pretty tiring. But it's like, I think it's common knowledge that you're usually supposed to take your laptop out. So like if you're not saying it and there's no sign anywhere, like how is anyone supposed to know that? Why are you yelling?
Is an unpopular opinion. Going through the airport is not a complicated process, but folks make it complicated. Number one, when you come to the airport, folks, this isn't America's Next Top Model. Alright? Come in here dressed simple. You're gonna have to come out of all them clothes anyway, so don't make the process harder than it needs to be. Stop coming to the airport with full water bottles. They gonna make you throw that stuff away. And then y'all wanna get to acting crazy like, well, I just bought this. Well, you're gonna have to just throw it in the trash. Another thing, when you get up to TSA, have your motherfreaking ID out. Have it out. Ready to go. Alright? When they say take your electronics, take it out the bag. Set it on the box so they can go through the thing and they can see it clearly. We ain't trying to have no situations on these planes. Y'all doing too much. And y'all want to talk about, oh, going through the airport is so stressful. No, y'all make it stressful because y'all come up in here clowning. Keep your IDs out. Have your itinerary ready. Stop coming in here with these full water bottles. Take your shoes off. Get prepared. Get your little kids under control. This ain't a goddamn playground. But y'all come up in here and y'all make this complicated. That's why folks in TSA get the hollering and screaming. Because y'all got too much going on. Keep this process simple and you good.
Thank God I'm going back to yoga today, because wait till I tell you guys this story. You talk about me not being able to stand you. I'm at the airport yesterday, and so and I are delighted. We go through Canadian customs in Montreal. Means we don't have to go. We're a little sleep deprived. So we're going through customs. We're so excited because it means we don't have to go through customs when we land in the US. We're putting our stuff through TSA. I have my leather jacket, my little Lulu belt bag, and my toiletry kit in a bin, okay? There's a girl ahead of me. She forgets to take her shoes off. Amateur. TSA agent is like, ma'am, I need you to put those in a bin. She goes, my bin already went through. So what does she decide to do? Trying to be a better person, so I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but this lady, she's literally probably 30, throws her stinky ass, nasty ass shoes in my bin with my stuff on top of my leather jacket, okay? It's pleather, but it doesn't matter. It's gross. So now, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. Yeah, I'll admit that. But the entitlement, she knew that wasn't her stuff, and she throws her shoes in my bin. So I go, oh, no, that's my stuff. That's my bin. She looks back at me and she goes, well, he told me to put it in a bin, and that was the only one near me. I said, well, you have to take them out because that's my stuff. If she got flagged or anything, they needed to do the little swab on her sneakers, my stuff would have also got flagged. Just so rude and entitled. So the TSA guy, he's like, whoa, he blamed on me. He's like, I thought you guys were together. She knew we weren't together, so why would you put your stuff in a bin of a person's belongings that you didn't know? Now, mind you, we're going through TSA, and I just want to get home. I want to get back to Miami, to my dogs, my family, my normal life. So I was like, you need to woosah. Because at this point in the trip, I almost got kicked off a train. One thing about me is I don't like disrespect and I don't like entitlement. Maybe I'm being sensitive, but who do you think you are? Why are you putting your stuff in my bin? Anyway, she took it out and we went about our day. But Enzo, my husband, looked at me horrified. He's like, oh God, is she, what's going to happen? So that was the, the little kickoff, a little send off to the end of our trip.
I told them not to put my stuff in there. This is stupid. This is my hair stuff. I think my bottom half had got stuck in the thingy, y'all. Oh my gosh. I told the lady I should not take it apart. She should have just ran the whole thing through the system. And then the top part, they gotta check it. I hope they don't have to throw nothing in the garbage. Go ahead, throw it away. And block. Go ahead. Still waiting for my other part. I don't know what happened to it. Well, is the American Airlines gonna reimburse me for my bag or something? This is my school stuff. This my school. Yes, I'm in beauty school. Oh. Yes. You told me.
Hey. Oh, he said that one of them may not be. He said one of them is not going to be. What? Yeah. But we went. He said it's good. Yeah.
You look around. Like, fuck this. I guess initially when your bag went in, I told you I didn't want to do it. I don't know. I'm supposed to travel with my stuff now. Oh, look at this shit, bro. It's literally broken.
broken. He did. This is not fair. I'm in hair school. I do hair. I travel and do hair. Like, this case is not cheap. It's not. I had to pay financial aid. Like, oh, like, look at this shit, bro. It's like literally broken. Broken.
Okay, I just try not to miss my flight, and my flight pulls off at 5 o'clock.
That part, we can put tape around that part.
All right.
I know you about to leave. I have to take pictures of this,
Okay.
so we can investigate.
Well, you want me to take it off so you can see how broken it is? Or no, we'll just go ahead.
Yeah.
No, she just called me to help.